Life is often likened to a journey, and it's a spot-on analogy. Whether you're successful or just getting by, we all experience highs and lows. Every decision we make, every moment we live is like a little test. The choices we make set us on a path, so it's crucial to be a keen observer of life. Watch others and the decisions they make. You can learn a lot from both the wise and the not-so-wise. There's a Stoic teaching about observing others. By watching both virtue and vice in action, we learn which paths to follow and which to avoid. The ancient Stoics emphasized this practice of mindful observation. Epictetus once said, "If you wish to improve, be content to appear foolish and simple to others." This applies to all of us. Every moment should be a lesson. It's the shortcut to wisdom. Never stop being a student. The day you think you've learned it all is the day you stop growing. The practice of philosophical observation is at the core of Stoic wisdom. Marcus Aurelius would regularly observe human behavior and reflect on it in his journals, which later became meditations. He didn't just passively watch, he actively processed what he witnessed, extracting lessons that would guide his own actions. This is the essence of practical philosophy, not just theoretical knowledge, but wisdom applied to daily living. Here are some vital lessons that align with Stoic principles, lessons that can transform your perspective and approach to challenges. Lesson 1. Everything is temporary. The good times and the bad, they're all fleeting. When life is great, embrace it fully and be thankful. When challenges arise, stay composed and tackle them head-on. Remember, even the finest days will end someday. So if emotions threaten to overwhelm you, stay resolute and keep a clear head. This is the Stoic concept of impermanence that Seneca wrote about extensively. Nothing lasts forever, not pleasure, not pain. Understanding this temporal nature of existence allows us to maintain equanimity in all circumstances. The Stoics called this amor fati, the love of one's fate, embracing both the pleasant and difficult aspects of life with equal acceptance. The practice of negative visualization, or premeditatio malorum, helps us prepare for life's inevitable changes. By contemplating the impermanence of what we value, we simultaneously appreciate it more deeply and become more resilient when change occurs. This isn't pessimism, it's practical preparation for reality. As Seneca advised, we should have all our preparations ready for old age, for disease, for shortage, for war, for shipwreck. Lesson 2. Life isn't fair. Let's face it, life hands us different decks of cards. Some start with advantages, others with none. You can complain and resent your circumstances, but the responsibility for crafting your best life ultimately falls on you. The life you dream of often lies on the other side of the challenges you're avoiding. It's like that old saying, if you seek happiness, start with discomfort. Don't wait around, take action. Stop grumbling and start doing. These are the cornerstones of being a resilient and resourceful individual. This lesson echoes Epictetus, who began life as a slave yet became one of history's great philosophical teachers. He taught us to distinguish between what is in our control and what isn't, the dichotomy of control. We cannot control our initial circumstances, others' actions, or external events. We can, however, control our judgments, desires, aversions, and our own actions. Focus your energy there. As Epictetus said, make the best use of what is in your power and take the rest as it happens. The Stoics recognized that fairness is not an inherent property of the universe. Justice is a human virtue we must practice, not an external condition we can expect. What matters is our response to circumstances, not the circumstances themselves. This is true freedom, not the absence of obstacles, but the ability to respond virtuously to whatever comes our way. Lesson 3. Taking risks in life. The biggest risk can often be not taking risks at all. Look around, and you'll find that many successful people took action to reach where they are. Anything worthwhile typically involves some level of risk. Take, for instance, being interested in someone you find attractive. If you want to win them over, you've got to step up and start a conversation. That might seem intimidating, especially for many who freeze up when that opportunity arises. But whether it's in the realm of relationships or leaving your regular job for a more promising career, most things worth having come with an element of risk. The choice, my friends, is yours. Embrace the risk and truly live. This doesn't mean recklessness. The Stoics valued prudence highly. Rather, it means calculated courage in pursuit of virtue and a well-lived life. Seneca reminds us, it is not because things are difficult that we do not dare. It is because we do not dare that they are difficult. Fear often exaggerates risk while minimizing potential reward. The Stoic approach is to assess risk rationally, then act decisively when virtue demands it. Remember that courage, one of the 4 cardinal virtues in Stoicism, isn't the absence of fear but action despite it. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. Taking risks means accepting that the outcome isn't guaranteed, but the integrity of your choice is entirely within your control. Lesson 4. The power of being present. It's a common tendency for many of us to dwell either in the past or the future. However, residing in these realms can be quite detrimental. While it's perfectly fine to plan for the future, it shouldn't overshadow your present. Thinking about the future is essential for direction, but don't get stuck there. Let your future thoughts gently guide you as you work diligently in the present to achieve your desired lifestyle. The same goes for living in the past. Reminiscing about the good old days won't bring them back. It's living in the now that truly matters. Remember, having a purpose is the key to living each day to the fullest. Without it, you risk becoming a mindless wanderer stuck between past and future. This is precisely what Marcus Aurelius meant when he wrote, "Confine yourself to the present." The past is unchangeable, the future uncertain, but the present is where your power lies. Stoics practice prosoc, attention to the present moment. This isn't just mindfulness as we understand it today. It's mindfulness with a purpose, attending to what is happening now so we can respond virtuously. The present moment is where we exercise choice, where we practice wisdom, justice, courage, and temperance. When we're trapped in regrets about the past or anxieties about the future, we surrender our agency in the only moment where it can truly be exercised. Lesson 5. The trap of overthinking. As we grow, we tend to overanalyze everything. Minor actions by others can send us into a spiral of thoughts and emotions. Maybe someone didn't bid you farewell at work, and suddenly you're convinced they despise you. These thoughts can eat away at you, even if the other person had no ill intent. Stop feeding these thoughts, and most importantly, don't conjure up imaginary scenarios in your head. The remedy to overthinking is action. So when you feel yourself sinking into that abyss of thoughts, break free through action. Epictetus advised, first say to yourself what you would be, then do what you have to do. This is practical philosophy, the transition from contemplation to action. Overthinking often stems from mistaking impressions for reality. When we assume we know others' thoughts or intentions, we're usually projecting our own insecurities. The Stoics practice questioning impressions before assenting to them. When a negative thought arises, ask yourself, is this within my control? Is this impression accurate? What evidence supports it? What would a wise person do with this thought? Then act accordingly. As Epictetus said, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. By questioning our automatic reactions and focusing on what we can control, our judgments and actions, we break the cycle of overthinking. Lesson 6. Happiness is a personal choice. Happiness is a decision that only you can make for yourself. Much of your joy comes from within, and you have control over your emotions. Don't rely on others to create your happiness, as this is a common pitfall in relationships. When you enter a relationship expecting your partner to be your sole source of happiness, it often leads to disappointment. Your happiness is your responsibility. This applies not only to relationships, but to every facet of life. For example, on a rainy day, one person might find joy in the rain, while another curses the weather. It's all about your mindset. Remember, happiness is a daily choice you must make. One way to cultivate this mindset is by disconnecting from unhealthy comparisons and external validation. Social media often does more harm than good despite its promise of bringing people closer together. In reality, it frequently achieves the opposite effect, fostering envy and discontent among users. The Stoic concept of eudaimonia, a state of flourishing or well-being, isn't dependent on external circumstances but on the quality of our character and choices. Happiness doesn't come from getting what we want, but from wanting what we already have. As Epictetus put it, wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. By focusing on developing virtue rather than accumulating pleasures, we cultivate a happiness that cannot be taken away by external forces. Lesson 7. Follow your passion and choose your career wisely, as your work is a significant part of your life. Imagine someone who loves programming. They wouldn't suddenly switch to civil engineering even if coerced. Such a shift would likely lead to inefficiency. Your time is precious, so dedicate it to developing skills that will advance your career in alignment with your nature. Many people squander half their lives pursuing careers or skills dictated by others, like their parents or friends, rather than pursuing their own interests. If you're unhappy with your chosen field, you won't find satisfaction in your career, and this discontent will spill into other areas of your life. This is what we mean by investing in yourself. It should apply to your personal life too. Engage only in activities that align with your purpose and mission. The Stoics believed in the concept of oikeiosis, appropriation or orientation to what is properly one's own. This includes recognizing your natural inclinations and talents. When your work aligns with your nature, you serve both yourself and society more effectively. As Cicero explained in his work on duties, we each have individual traits that make certain roles more suitable for us than others. Finding this alignment is part of living according to nature, a central Stoic precept. But the Stoics would also caution against defining yourself solely by your occupation. Your profession should express your character, not determine it. Even in work that doesn't perfectly match your inclinations, you can practice virtue, patience, diligence, honesty, and service to others. These are the true sources of fulfillment, available in any circumstance. Lesson 8. Your mind is your greatest ally and adversary. The most crucial life lesson revolves around your mindset. You are the architect of your life's outcomes. You can't blame others for your failures or shortcomings. In almost every case, your thoughts determine whether you succeed or fail. Train your mind to be your greatest supporter. It's with you for life. Your reflection should elicit self-endorsement, as if your mind sees you as a role model. This is a shared trait among all individuals who flourish. This lesson is the cornerstone of Stoic philosophy. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." Our judgments about events, not the events themselves, determine our experience. We can train ourselves to respond to challenges with wisdom rather than reacting with distress. Every impression we receive passes through the filter of our mind, where we add judgments of good, bad, or indifferent. By controlling these judgments, we control our experience of life. The Stoics developed specific practices for mental training, from memorizing philosophical precepts to evening self-examination. Seneca advised reviewing each day's actions before sleep. When the light has been removed and my wife has fallen silent, aware of this habit that's now mine, I examine my entire day and go back over what I've done and said, hiding nothing from myself, passing nothing by. This vigilant self-awareness is how we progressively improve our minds and, consequently, our lives. Remember, life is a precious gift to be cherished daily. Keep learning as a lifelong student and apply these invaluable life lessons early. You're unlikely to regret it. The Stoic sage, Zeno, said that good fortune is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. By developing your mind and character now, you'll be ready when fortune presents the challenges and opportunities that test who you truly are. These 8 lessons aren't just philosophical concepts. They're practical tools for navigating life's complexity with wisdom and resilience. They've guided thoughtful individuals for over 2,000 years, from ancient Rome to modern boardrooms. The principles remain powerful because they address the unchanging aspects of human experience, our need for meaning, our struggle with emotions, our search for happiness amid uncertainty. Apply these principles not as rigid rules, but as living practices, adapting them to your unique circumstances while holding to their essential wisdom. As you navigate your journey, remember that philosophy isn't just something you study, it's something you do. Let these lessons become the foundation of a life well lived, one choice at a time.